It's Tennessee Ring.
Hey guys, Tennessee.Frank here. Like you saw in the intro, we got out, we put some rounds downrange with this little LCR, Ruger Light Concealment Revolver, and it didn't shoot too badly. I mean, it's got that little white on the sight, which I will be replacing that with an XS Big Dot tritium sight. These grips, yeah, I don't know. They're rubber. I'm not crazy about rubber, although it probably did help with some of the recoil. This little guy kicks. I am surprised. Where this one, my little, my bodyguard, isn't bad at all. I honestly don't think my bodyguard has that bad a recoil. With the exact same loads, this little guy was kind of hurting a little bit. Plus the trigger was, I don't know if it was smacking, if you're getting like a rebound, it was smacking my finger. So yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. I did pick up a set of Hogue G10 grips. The only color they had them in was black, which that'll be fine. I'll just make it kind of like a night guard with the tritium front and the black grips, kind of like Colt did. But yeah, it's just the extreme grips. But one thing I do want to do real quick while we're thinking about it is get the scale over here. Now that I have my scale, go ahead and we'll turn that on. And hopefully we can see this. Let me see if I can. I think right there we'll be able to see. Let me go ahead and let's re-tear. Okay. Should be able to see that on camera now. This is going to be the bodyguard with the Hogue G10, of course empty. I just got done cleaning all these guys. And we're looking at right about 16.5 ounces, just a touch over 16.5. And we can see this guy is coming in at about 13.25. So there's about 3.25 ounces difference. And that 3.25 ounces in this guy is really helping with the recoil. Now I'm going to go ahead, we're going to cut the camera. I'm going to install these Hogue grips and let's see if this will give me a little bit more weight. I would like a little bit more weight. So I'm going to cut it right here and we will be back in just a second. Okay, we got the grips on. One thing I notice it does do is give me a little bit more room down here for my pinky. That should help with controllability. But let's go ahead. Let's see if it has added any weight. Remember, we were 13.25. Alrighty, now we're almost 14.75. So that did add about 1.5 ounces roughly, which I think is a good thing. This little gun needs a little bit more weight. Hopefully that's gonna take a little bit of the snap out of it. But yeah, I mean, it shot real good. Let me go pull some targets over here and we will be right back. Hang on just a second. Here is going to be the first 5 out of the box. I just shot these at 5 yards today. I really didn't feel like moving out to 7. I just kind of wanted to get a rough idea of what these were going to do. And you can see 4 of them are right there. Not a bad little group. 3 are pretty much touching. I did have 1 flyer. Of course, like I said, that is the first 5. And it normally takes me just a little bit to get used to a trigger. And here's the second group of 5. Again, 5 yards. Not really that far. 1 flyer. 4 of them are right there in the gray. So I see this is capable of some pretty good accuracy. This is going to be with 158 grain, that round nose flat point hand load, which I think is a mild load, but with these factory grips and that being so light, it was kicking my butt. I mean, it hurt. It seriously hurt. Hopefully now that we got about another 1.5 ounces on that gun, it's going to help. We did go ahead. I shot a target with all of the snub nose revolvers we had out today. I got my 351C 22 mag, which we'll be doing a review on it. Here's the LCR. Here's the Bodyguard. And then here was my buddy Randy's 442. He brought it along. And we can go back, I guess, on the film when we run it and see which flyer this was, if it was the 442 or the Bodyguard. I'm thinking it was the Bodyguard, but the 22 didn't do too bad. Yeah, 22 Magnum, not too bad. The LCR, 4 of them right there in that little black circle. I did pull 1. My Bodyguard, 4 of them right there. I'm thinking I pulled that one. But like I said, we'll go back and look at film and I'll figure that out later. And then his 442, which I never shot before, I got 3 of them on target. He went ahead and shot. And he was kind of all over the place. But he was unfamiliar with all these guns. Here's the 22 mag. Here's the LCR. Here was with my Bodyguard. And then his 442 was hitting left. It was hitting left for both of us. But yeah, all my little snubs we took out today shot really well. I'm happy with them all. And I like these little guns. If you know what you're doing, if you shot before, these are not a bad way to go. If you're new to shooting, if you're a beginner, if you've not had a lot of trigger time, if you're real sensitive to recoil, like I said, I'm not super sensitive to recoil, but this little guy was kicking my butt with these grips on it. I'm hoping it'll do better with the little bit heavier grips. Then you should, I think, pass up on a snub nose revolver. They're not for everybody. It's for someone who's shot for a few years. They kind of understand trigger discipline and sight picture, and they know how to maybe stage a trigger as they're pulling through. But they will shoot. I mean, you saw the groups. They will shoot if you do your part. One thing I'm going to have to do, here's my little Blackhawk inside the waistband holster that works good with my Bodyguard. One thing I'm going to have to do, I got to find another holster for this because of the way the trigger guard is on this. I don't want to force that, but the design of the trigger guard on this is a little bit larger. So I will need to get another inside waistband. Meantime, I got the holster I was pocket carrying the Bodyguard in, and I can use it to carry that when we go around places. I just pocket carry it instead. But yeah, these two are kind of rivals one another. You know, aluminum alloy frames, stainless cylinders, polymer grip frames. So I mean, it's like very similar, Smith & Wesson, Ruger. And you know, both of them are great guns if you want a small revolver for pocket carry or inside waistband carry. And like I said, if you understand the intricacies of snub nose revolvers and how to shoot them. So hopefully I'll be getting my other sight tomorrow, next day, get it put on, and maybe next week sometime get out and put some more rounds down range with this guy, just kind of as a follow-up or second video. But all in all, yeah, I say this is going to be a good little addition. You know, that trigger, it is very, very smooth. When it would recoil though, I mean, it was smacking my finger. And I don't know if it's because the heavy trigger that was on the 351C that I shot first and then move into this. But this guy, you can see the trigger on it. It's a little bit different style trigger. Yeah, it's just a little more stagey, if you will, than the Ruger. And it's because of that, I guess, compound action they're using internally to help that trigger pull. So, hope you found this video useful, enjoyed it. And like I always say, either we stand up for our rights, or you can sit by and watch them go away. So we'll be talking to you later. Tennessee Frank out of here.